just wanted to do a quick video. Now that our house is put together, I finally have it in a place that I can live with it. Our patio, we still have some stuff to donate and also some household good stuff that was broken, so we have to hold on to it until we get our check. This is front patio, and my husband's like little workshop. It's where he keeps all of his tools and outdoor things. We put the shelving in. The shelving was not here. It's completely empty, no shelves. We were able to build it pretty cheaply, and it made the storage much more functional. And then out here, we have this awning cover, and you do purchase that here on the island. You can get it brand new, or you can buy it used from people who are moving out. I think ours was about $125. You have to take it down for typhoons, but it really makes the space much nicer. We need a fan out here, but we haven't gotten it yet. Hung the bikes on the wall. Got those hanging systems from Amazon. And as you walk in the front door, there's the stairs up. Don't mind all my mess. I put baskets on the stairs for all the stuff I get from around the house, and then the kids have to put their own baskets away. They're each labeled. So you have this pretty large place here by the door that you can put a bench or some way to store your shoes. Up the stairs, down the hall, noisy cat. In this room, a lot of people use this as their dining room. We obviously use it more as an office. And then the laundry room, there is really ample storage up here in the cabinets. Both sides are the same size. This is a hanging rack that folds flat against the wall, but I use it for hanging clothes to dry. The washer and dryer we have are actually very nice for base standards. Lone's a Whirlpool and the other one's a Cabrio. Oh, well, I guess they're both Whirlpools, but one's a Cabrio. Just a little look through, and then this door opens to the patio. The two sliding glass doors do have screens built in, as well as the front door. Kitchen. There actually is a lot of counter space in this house and a lot of cabinet space. To be completely honest, I have not used all the cabinet space in here, and I have a lot of stuff. We went from 3,600 square feet plus an unfinished basement to 1,100 square feet. I'm still surprised I made everything fit. Usually people will make this end into, or I'm not gonna say usually, sometimes people will take this end and make it into, I guess you would say an office or a play area for the kids. We chose to put our dining room table in here because we wanted to be able to watch sports or TV. We don't usually watch TV while we eat dinner, but sometimes it's nice to have like Super Bowl on or something like that. Let me pop outside in the back here. Watch out, kitty. When you get a townhome like this, you are expected to maintain the yard. So our yard actually goes all the way out to that parking lot in the back, and then the parking lot in the front. We ordered this from, I believe it was Sam's Club, could have been Amazon. We had it shipped to us in the States before we moved because we knew that we were going to have lawn care items that we were going to need to store somewhere, so we had it shipped to us there. This is a very large patio, partially covered. It's nice because in the afternoons this patio is shady. This is another storage area. Remember, not everybody has the same storage areas, even if they're in the same floor plan. We heard after we took the door off of that freezer that you actually are not supposed to store stuff in here. However, I guess this is a ask for forgiveness rather than permission. So we do have a freezer in there. I guess if they have to come and do any maintenance on anything, then you have to remove everything, which sounds like a really great pain. This is a pretty large sectional. I was afraid it wasn't gonna fit. We made it work. Somehow we made all of our furniture work that I really wanted here. I still don't know how my house doesn't feel like super cluttered. It is kind of cluttered, lots of stuff on the walls, but it still feels clean and not like the walls are closing in. This is our Harry Potter closet. Again, you have to make the storage work for you. So we have a bookshelf that the moving company destroyed, so we didn't want to put it out for people to see, so we put it into this cabinet. And then we have lots of shelving in here. So we have 2 stackable shelvings on top of each other to store like Scentsy type stuff. And then we have a shelf over here. And then way back there in the corner where you can't see, we do have a Christmas tree and Christmas decorations. This storage keeps going and going and going. So it's not perfect yet, but it's good enough. It's functional. That's all I can wish for, is function right now. The half bathroom or powder room, it's pretty, I don't know, barracksy, hospital-y. And yes, the floors are clean, but that's what they look like all the time. I have not taken the time to get down there with a scrub brush yet, but they are mopped and they do look dirty, but that is just the way it is. So here at the front door, again, looking down this hallway, this is actually the coat closet. We took the bar out of this and moved it upstairs. I have this pantry on wheels. And then, or not pantry, stackable thing. And then we put these shelving in here because there is no pantry in this kitchen. So I needed to make it functional for me. So instead of a coat closet, we made it into a pantry. There used to be pantries in these houses, but I guess they walled them in. You'll see them on some of the floor plans. If you see the floor plans, there's actually storage up there too. It's very deep as this closet is. So we keep holiday decorations up there and just some decorative stuff that we didn't have room for. Now up the stairs. These stairs make me so happy that we did not do a diddy move here, because these stairs are steep and there's a lot of them, and the metal strips on the edges will cut your feet very easily. So first thing up the stairs, you have these 2 large cabinets, and this is where you see all my deep, dark secrets. So our moving company actually packed all of our toiletries. This closet is very, very useful. It's got great storage. Above, I don't know if I can open them, I'm a little short. So I have air bags up there, or like vacuum bags with a bunch of linens in them. So that's what's up there. Even though the moving company wasn't supposed to, they packed all this, so I'm happy because I won't need to buy any toiletries for a very long time. And here is our teenager's room. It is tiny. There is my caveat. It is very small, and here I'm going to give some pointers for what I recommend when you come. We bought all new beds for 3 out of 4 of us. So in this bed, it's got drawers. This came from IKEA because we could not fit a dresser and a bed in this room, a queen bed, and my daughter wanted the guest bedroom bed, so she got the queen bed. But you can fit a lot of stuff in these drawers, and there's 2 drawers on each side. So this is her dresser. We have the same setup, but as you can see, there is not a lot of room on the sides. So we did get these pieces of wood from IKEA as well, and the little metal frames so that we could have floating nightstands, because we would not be able to open the drawers with a standard nightstand. So we did bring those with us. And the other side of the bed is exactly the same amount of room. No room for a dresser in this room. Let me show you the closet. So in her closet is her vanity. We just hung that mirror on the wall, and in the back corner there's suitcases, but really there's not a ton of room, and unfortunately she doesn't hang a lot of clothes, so this works out. You have to get multi-functional storage pieces in this house, like her vanity seat can fit stuff in it, so she can put like her blow dryer and stuff. These closets on the top, the one on the right does go all the way to the corner where that shelf is. It's huge. You can fit a lot of stuff up here. A Christmas tree, huge totes, all sorts of stuff. You can fit a lot of stuff in there. And it is very deep. It is as deep as this wall is right here. So really they did at least think this through with the storage. Next up is our room. Again, it's small. This is a king size bed. We got floating nightstands in ours as well. This was the only way our bed would go because it could have gone on that wall, but we couldn't have had a dresser. Also, the TV, there would have been nowhere to put a TV. Not that I watch TV that much in here, but it's here. You couldn't have put it, I guess you couldn't have put it on that wall. Again, there's that storage above the doors. Huge, lots and lots of storage. These closets are very deep. We have a dresser in there, and there's still room on the floor in front. You know, a lot of room back there. Mostly it's my clothes in here because he wears a uniform 5 days a week, so he doesn't need that many clothes, right? I will also say something of note. These types of things that you hang over the doors, I bought several of them before we came. They will not work on these doors. Same with wreath hangers on the front door, they will not work, so you'll have to come up with something else. It's a shoe bin. The door won't open all the way, but it's, you know, again, functional. Function is what we want. Our teeny tiny little master bathroom. You're not supposed to drill into the tile, so we had to get a shelf for over the toilet. Can't hang one. Not every bathroom has tile like this. Apparently we're just some of the lucky ones. It's tiny, it's one sink. Hopefully you don't end up in divorce sharing a sink and toothpaste with your husband. Shower only in ours. And there's nowhere to shave, so I have a stool in my shower because how are you gonna shave without propping your leg up there? So there's that. All right, back into the hallway. It is a very wide hallway. That is an air dehumidifier. We have one upstairs, one downstairs. This closet, as you can see in the bottom, we took the vent off. Here's one with the vent. See the vent on this one? We took the vent off the door so that the cat can go in there. The glitter box is in here. Again, we put the storage up here. There's actually a bar behind that clothes basket, and we've got jackets hanging up there because we don't need those as much here. Put all that storage. There is a light in here. Next is the kids' bathroom. It's always a wreck. There's that. It's just a standard tub. It's pretty deep. Tile in their entire bathroom as well. My son's room. He's actually the middle child. And are you wondering how we chose which kid got which room? Well, we made a deal with them before we moved. Whoever kept the room the cleanest got to choose a room first, and that was our middle child. So that's why he gets the big room. So in his closet, we have a desk and the TV hung on the wall in the closet. He wanted it at the foot of his bed, and there actually is a plug in this closet. It is run by the receptacle, it's run by the power switch, but that's that. Also, something interesting is that the switches for the bathroom are outside the bathroom. It took us a while to get used to that. You walk in, shut the door, there's no light. He also has a large closet area or storage area above his closet. It goes all the way to the corner, and it too is very deep. It can obviously fit a desk in there, so the upper part is just as deep as that. And finally, our youngest's room. She has a twin bed, and it's a trundle, so it turns into a king. This room is big enough to put that in here. She has a storage up there. Apparently on this wall, there used to be a closet, but it's over the stairs, so they closed it in because it was only a half closet, so the door would open, but the floor came back about up to your knees. Would have been great storage for like totes or something like that, but they closed it in. And then she too has a desk in her closet. My kids don't hang too much, so this works for us. But that's it. That's our house. I hope you have enjoyed your little tour so that you can see what you might be moving into and what we've done with our house. It's kind of fun to see what everybody does with their house. Now that you've done a tour of our house as it's set up right now, I just wanted to add a few more notes of things that maybe you should consider bringing if you weren't considering before, and just some overall helpful things. When I first learned that we were moving here, I actually went out and bought new furniture. That's against everything you've ever heard before, but I bought the new TV console as well as the coffee bar here, all the beds from IKEA with the drawers, and really I just knew that I was going to need some really functional pieces that could store a lot of stuff, because I don't like looking at open shelves with a bunch of stuff in the shelf. To me, it looks cluttered and it does not make me feel like my house is clean if there's a whole bunch of stuff laying everywhere. My house is cluttered. It is small, but I do recommend buying multifunctional pieces that you can use for storage. Also, our coffee table is, you can open it up and put blankets in there or remotes or whatever. So that's another piece that I got. Things like cat boxes that are hidden. Although we figured out a way to hide ours, other people may not have the same storage. So a cat box that's hidden, looks like a table, looks like a pot, something like that. Things that can hang on the wall and be functional, like our clothes drying rack. We brought that with us, or hooks to hang stuff on the walls. So I just really urge you to bring all the shelves you have that you're not super attached to. You can always sell stuff here. Things I also recommend, I do recommend bringing a lot of power strips. There's not a lot of plugs in this house. It seems like every single one of our outlets has a power strip in it, because we have a lamp and the vacuum and the this and the that, and devices that need to be charged or whatever. So I do recommend bringing extra power strips, or the little 3-way prong things that make one outlet into 3. Things I don't recommend bringing: very large dressers, unless you have small beds. I know that my girls' dressers would not have worked in their closets because they're shorter and wider, and they were brand new, so we just put those in storage. Also, with our, this seems like this would be common sense, but with our dressers being under our bed, we needed floating shelves. So we went to IKEA and got the shelf brackets, or in our room, we got the floating shelves. So if you do want a nightstand, you're going to need to come up with a way to mount it to the wall. Something else that we did not know was going to be a super big issue is a lot of our stuff in the walls needed to go in with anchors, and they're more like concrete anchors and not drywall anchors. Also drill bits that can go through concrete. We did have some problems hanging stuff like curtains. Some of the exterior walls, the way they build the houses here are not like they are in the States. You don't have the wooden vertical beams. You don't have those here. So here they put like rebar up, and then they fill the walls in with concrete. So if you ever watch a house being built here, it's very different than in the States. So if you can get a lot of good quality anchors to hang your stuff on the walls, it's going to be good. All of the anchors we've gotten from here break in the wall while we're trying to screw the screw into it. So that's been a challenge. So getting good high quality wall anchors is a good idea. Extension cords, lots and lots of shelving. Rugs will sell quickly here if you can't really find them here. So if you want a special color or a special theme, bring your rugs. Curtains, curtain rods. The windows are different here. How you hang your curtains are different here. I just had to order some ceiling mounted curtain rod holders to be able to cover our patio door. Because I could not get our curtains to work in the hardware that's already mounted. So you're gonna have to think outside of the box with a lot of things here, but definitely bring that multi-purpose storage. And I would, at minimum for tools, I would bring hammer, anything that you need to hang stuff on the walls, as well as a power drill, because you're gonna need that to put the holes in the walls to hang your stuff on the walls. I think that's it for my recommendations. Also, I just want to say that moving here is daunting. It's overwhelming. Unpacking your stuff and literally having tiny little pathways for a week because you have so much stuff in your little house. It seems like it's not going to work. It's very, very stressful. But you've done this before, you'll do it again. You're going to make this house into a home in no time. If there's anyone that can do it, I know it's you who's watching this video, and you know, and you're prepared because you're watching the videos and you know what to bring, what not to bring, and how to make this work for your 2 to 3 years you're going to be on the island. It's an adventure, and it starts the minute you walk into your tiny little house. Actually, it starts the minute you get onto your Patriot Express flight, but I do have moments where I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't do this, but we will, and we do, and you will, and you can, and you will make this house into a home, and you will have adventures with your family here. So that is it, and so long from Semper Adventure.